In the first class, we have studied what work education is and how work education helps students. Okay, and we have dealt with first point, that is to develop respect for manual work and workers. Today, we will study the second point. The second point is work education also helps students to develop socially desirable values such as self-reliance, helpfulness, cooperativeness, teamwork, tolerance, etc. So today we will just see what are these values, and these are some important values which has to be acquired, which are to be acquired by anyone to be a good citizen. And moreover that these are the qualities or values that have to be acquired or inculcated right from your childhood. Now self-reliance means, what do you mean by self-reliance? Self-reliance means you are not depending on anyone for doing your work. You are self-reliant means you depend on your potential and your capabilities to do any work. That is meant by self-reliance. How many of you get up on your own? How many of you get up on your own? Yes, so many of you may get up on your own. But still, there are some of you who need your mother or father to call you to get up from your bed. So that means you are not self-reliant. Okay, for anything, for any work you have to do, you are depending on somebody else. In class 4th or 5th, I think, in primary, you have studied about a body clock, no? In your English, I hope. So, what does that lesson give you? What moral value does that lesson give you? That means your body has a clock. If you, repeat it or practice it, that you are getting up every day in 5:30 or 6 o'clock, you tune your body so that you get up at 6 o'clock without anyone calling you. Okay, so that is meant by self-reliant. So, India is self-reliant means, what do you mean by India is self-reliant? You have seen Mars mission, no? In Mars mission or Mangalyaan, India was self-reliant. That means all the circuits or components which was used in that Mangal mission Yaan, so that Mangalyaan was indigenously built up in India itself. It was not hired or it was not obtained from any other country. It was all made by India. So that is called making India or made in India. Okay. So in vast case, in a wide aspect, India is self-reliant means that is it. So being students, you are self-reliant means you do your own things without anyone's compulsion. For example, you get up early in the morning by your own without your mummy or papa calling you and insisting you to get up from your bed. Okay, so get up from your bed on your own. That means you are self-reliant. Then doing your planning a day, what you have to do on a day. You chart out your work in a day. Now that you are locked down and you are having your online classes, you have to you have to schedule your work. You have to schedule your day and you have to plan accordingly and then do your work. When you are going to school, you will get up early in the morning and you will be in school at least by 8:15 or 8:30. At the maximum by 8:30 you will be in school, and till 2:45 you are having a schedule, isn't it? And according to that timetable you are doing your work in the school. Now that you are just locked down and we are facing such a big challenge in our country and you are locked down, you are having your online classes. But even then, don't think that you can get up only late in the morning. Some of you may be getting up even 7 or 8 or 9. So it is not that. So it's not only getting up on your own. Okay, washing your plates on your own, then cleaning your cleaning your innerwears on your own, and arranging your books or work table. So never put your innerwears along with your clothes in the washing machine. You always wash it separately while you take bath. Okay, and folding your bed sheets as soon as you get up. How many of you do that? Yes, good. And arranging your books in your table, arranging your clothes in the almirah, and doing your homework regularly without anyone's compulsion. So these are some of the areas where you can be self-reliant. Okay, So I hope after hearing this, those who are not doing these things on your own will do it and you will be self-reliant. So see, these are some of the areas where you can be self-reliant. Okay. So next is helpfulness. This is also an important value that has to be inculcated right from your childhood. Actually, you learn this value from your family members. How can you help each other? For example, if you have an younger brother or sister at home, you can help him or her in his or her studies. You help your mother in her cooking. That is, at least you cut vegetables for her. While she is doing or preparing a dish, you can cut vegetables for her, or you can clean the kitchen for her. And you can also help your father in cleaning the car or in anything that he wish. So these things should come voluntarily, not that somebody asks you to do. See, suppose if you are seeing all the things lying here and there in your house, there is no need for your mother or father to ask you to clean it. So voluntarily, if you see the things in a messy way, the voluntarily it should come from your heart. That is, yes, I have to clean this, and then you doing it. So that is also a sort of helping. Okay. So then suppose if you are seeing an elderly person struggling to cross the road, you are coming from your school and you are seeing an elderly person struggling to cross the heavy traffic. So what you will do? Some of you will help him, help that elderly person, no? You will help him to cross the road. So like that, suppose if your friend, one of your friend was absent on the previous day. So what you will do? You will give him your classwork to copy, or you will just tell him what were the subjects that were taught on the previous day, isn't it? So as children of 11 to 12 years, these little things that you do means a lot, because in future this will help you to become a kind and generous person. Okay. And the next is a teamwork. This also you have studied in your class for English. Do you remember that? A teamwork. Teamwork means what? Teamwork means the effort of a group of people to achieve a common goal. You have a common goal to achieve. You are asked to do a project. Suppose if your social studies teacher have asked you to prepare a model for the social studies exhibition. So, and you are becoming a team. 5 or 6 people together, students together forming a team. So what you will do, the leader of the team will assign different works, isn't it, for your friends, each members to do. And you are asking them to bring the items for the, one of you may bring the items for the model, for preparing the model. The other may take up the work of writing all the write-ups and all. So like that you will assign the work to your team. Suppose if any one of that team is not doing that work, what will do? Your project will be a flop. So teamwork means the effort of a group of people to achieve a common goal. That means, see, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. So see, you are actually learning work education. And in the first class itself I told you what is work education. It is all about work. Okay. Why you are studying in the school, you see, you tell me. See, after all you are studying for getting a job, no? Yes, of course you are studying for getting knowledge and developing so many attitudes and good values, etc. Oh, but the ultimate aim is to get a job. And after getting a job, you have to work, whatever it is. You have so many aims, or you have so many ambitions in you. Somebody will become a doctor, a lawyer, or a teacher, or any other, or an artist, okay, or a singer, or an athlete, or sports person. So wherever you go and whatever work you do, in every field as an organization, the teamwork is very, very important. Okay, so that is about the teamwork. And cooperativeness is also the same, just like the helpfulness. You have to cooperate. The team, the members of your team should cooperatively work, then only you will attain that goal. So next value that we are going to learn is tolerance. So what is tolerance? Tolerance is nothing but patience. Okay. Tolerance is also an important value that you have to acquire for living a peaceful life in a society. It is required in all spheres of life. Whether you are at home, at school, or in your workplace, this quality or this value is very much needed. For example, in your class, suppose you are 60 in your class, okay? And you know 60 children are of 60 different characters. It is very difficult to find a boy or a girl who is having very the same similar characters of you. But even then, you may find some children or some friends among in your class almost a similar character or a character which will go with you. Okay, that is somewhat a similar character with you. So what you will do? So you become friend with a person who is having almost similar character as you. Okay, but what about the other people or other classmates? Yes, not all of them are having your own character, and it is very difficult to find also in the society or in school or in home or even among the among the children of the same mother also it is very difficult to find. So what you will do? Even though they are having different opinions, different viewpoints, you have to adjust with them. Or the best way you can do to live a peaceful life is to accept them as what they are. Instead of making them or bringing them to your own qualities or to your own opinion, you can accept them as what they are. Then there won't be any fighting among you. Okay, so this is a most important value which is needed not only in your home, it is also needed in your all spheres of life, that is in your workplace especially. So you all are studying to become or to earn a job, isn't it? You are having so many ambitions. Some of you may become doctor, engineer, lawyer, an artist, a singer, an athlete or a sports person. So wherever you are, you are going to deal with so many different types of people. And you must, if you don't have patience or tolerance in you, if you don't cultivate it at this early stage, then it will be very difficult for you to lead a peaceful life. Okay? Just think of our, in your present scenario, we are having so many health workers, no, in COVID-19, we are having doctors, nurses, policemen and all other health workers. How much they are tolerant enough to deal with each and every person in the society, isn't it? Those who are coming to them, they are very much tolerant. Otherwise, they cannot success in their work. Whatever work they are doing, they have to be tolerant because they are dealing with so many people. They are leading. We are a social being. Okay, human being is a social animal. You call it as a social animal because we are living in a society, and there are so many different people with different opinions, of different beliefs, of different habit, of different feelings. Okay, so we should have an ability to accept the feelings, habits or beliefs that are different from our own. Okay, so that is means tolerance or being patient to listen to others, to understand others and to accept a different opinion. So you keep it in mind, because unless and until you do not have all these qualities, you will not become a successful doctor or a successful nurse or a successful policeman or a successful teacher, whoever it is. Okay, so tolerance is very important. Okay.